and thanks for checking out the membership of the Paperless movement. In this membership, we will give you all you need to know to build your productivity system end to end and make it highly effective for your work. We're doing this by sending you through the ICOR journey, which is a set of courses that you're going through, and there you will start improving your personal productivity and then all the way to the team productivity and workflow automation and optimization. If you don't have a team, it doesn't matter. We always say consider that you would have a team. Work as you would have a team, because this makes your business scalable. The moment you set up your productivity system with a team in mind, you know all the hats that you're wearing, you know the focus switch that you need to do, and that's why we highly recommend to look at this from this view. So how do we start? I think best is to look into the membership together and see what we have in there. So the moment you sign up, you get access to all the things that I will share with you now. So let's dive right in.
Paperless movement, your productivity, your way.
All right, this is obviously my account. In the membership here, you will get a welcome section where you know how to fill out your profile, where to go first, how get started and things like that. So you will have a proper onboarding here. For me, I'm already onboarded, obviously, so I'm an existing member, and that's what I can see here. Here we have the different sections. So first, we have the feed where you get all the updates and the communication with the members and people sharing things and so on. So feed is a good starting point. You also have the notification section whenever you missed something out, you mention something or you get some feedback on things that you've been asking for. You will find this in here as well. Then we also have direct messaging where you can send messages to us or other members if you want to communicate this way. So that's all possible in this platform. But that's not what you came for, right? You will sign up because you want to become more productive. And that's where the ICOR journey is your starting point. The welcome messaging will send you right into the start of the ICOR journey, and you will start your ICOR journey this way. So here we are, and the key here in the onboarding sessions of the ICOR journey is that you will create your ICOR framework. Okay, that's this one. If you're following us on YouTube, you might have seen already how me filling out this ICOR framework with our own tools that we use here. And this is the step-by-step guide how to do this, where you can download the ICOR framework, how to get started, what this is all about. All the details you will find, and obviously always with videos and transcript that shows you this. So it's highly accessible to get started, and all our courses are built up this way. So this is the key for so many members, just to filling out the ICOR framework, realizing the tool stack they have, makes things already a lot more clear. It's freeing up so much space in your brain, it's unbelievable. So if you go to the member zone, that's what you can do then. It's also explained in here. There's the member tool stacks, and here's where all our members are sharing their tool stacks, and we are discussing them, each other, looking at their tool stacks and get feedback on this. And this is where everything starts. That's where the magic starts happening. It's amazing. All these tools, I could keep scrolling obviously, but this is where you then share your tool stack, and this is the starting point. Because with this tool stack in mind, once you created this tool stack, because now you start the journey, and the journey you always see on top where you're at in your journey starts with the digital note-taking, like a pro course. And our courses are split into 3 layers. There's layer 1, which is the concepts. There's layer 2, the workflows, and layer 3, the implementation. So very quickly, obviously the concepts is, for example, what is a note? And if I click there and you're going through the course, there's always a video explaining what this is. And there's always a magic slide summarizing what you got out of this lesson. You can download this as a PDF and you get the key takeaways and all this. And very important, you can comment below if anything is unclear. So you will see going through the courses, there are some lessons people discuss a lot on, some lessons there's nobody discussing on, but we are there, and we are there to help you succeed. And whenever something is unclear, that's the place where you can comment on it. And that's very crucial here. Then in the workflows, this is where you really start implementing all this stuff. Okay, so you get this overview in the intro section, but for each workflow, as I showed before, you get a magic slide. All right, so these are really magical as they summarize really what you need to do. So now you can imagine, you learn about digital note-taking, how to capture information. Now you move on to the personal knowledge management, where you learn how to organize your information, and more importantly, how to quickly access information, how to repurpose information and convert it into action. It's so life-changing when we see members implementing this, okay? So here we have again the concepts. What is an inbox? What is a bucket? And once you understand the concepts, we dive into the workflow. So the discover workflow, that's the knowledge cycle actually that you see there. And here we talk about the capturing beast. Maybe you have seen this on YouTube, me talking about this, but this is where it's important. YouTube is disconnected videos that you see and just some out of context tips that I can give you here. But the ICOR journey guides you step by step through our ICOR methodology and helps you perfectly implement this in your own setting. And we always have a feedback quiz here, so it looks different for the members. That's because I'm an admin, but you will be able to take a quiz to see really if you've been able to implement this. So the implementation layer, this is where we then show you how we do it in our own tools. So for example, the knowledge cycle in action, this is where we show all the different workflows that we described before in our own tools. So here you see, for example, Paco, our co-founder, showing exactly the workflow, how to save an article, how to move things into action, how to add this now to Heptabase and why to do these things. But this is always, this layer is really just to give you an example how the tool agnostic workflows and concepts can be implemented. You might use different tools for that, but we are 100% sure, and we saw 1,000 times before with this business proven methodology, that it works in any tools. Thanks to these concepts and workflows, we can use any tool and set those up. So the same happens then when you move on to the task management like a pro course, and you see here again the progress. Until now, we've been in the personal area to improve your personal productivity. But in a task management like a pro area, this is where the first time action comes into play and where you start understanding how to move information into action. And this is what ICOR is all about. As we are busy professionals, we have to do a lot of tasks daily, and therefore we need to stay in control of our tasks, but not waste time finding information that is relevant to accomplish these tasks. And that's where everything comes together. That's the task management like a pro course. Again, we talk about shallow versus deep work and all the concepts, routines, balance. By the way, routines, one of the core concepts of ICOR. And then you see here the daily routines as a workflow. Let's quickly go in there and you see again, there's a comprehensive video showing you all you need. And then you get a magic slide to keep things in mind, what this is all about. You can download it, you get a summary down there and so on. So this is what you see. And here again in implementation layer, we give you a comprehensive video of 44 minutes with different chapters that you can easily select here, going through this, so you know, weekly goals. There we show you perfectly how we do this in our own system. So here we have, for example, Paco and Sansama talking about the planner, and that's the 3 tools that we use. Again, it's an example showing you how these tool agnostic concepts and workflows work in real life in our own businesses. Paco is running 4 businesses in parallel, and he uses different sets of tools. So ClickUp Sansama Todoist is just a combination that we use at the Paperless movement. In his other businesses, he's using for example, other project managers. We know it doesn't matter the tool. It will work for any setup that you have, because we know many of you busy professionals out there are restricted to a specific set of tools. So many people joining are stuck to the Microsoft universe. They cannot use, they're not even allowed to use third-party tools or something like that. And that's where the magic of ICOR comes in, where you realize that you can actually leverage your existing tools a lot more than you ever thought before. Project management like a pro. This is the moment when you move from your personal area into the team area. That's where business knowledge management and business project management comes into play, and where you realize this is the area where you start sharing information, managing tasks across the team. And again, if you're a solopreneur, it applies to you the same as it does for a whole team. Because by splitting this task management and seeing the big picture of projects, goal management, idea incubation, you see this when we go through this, right? We talk about the output elements, and in the output elements, we talk about words that you know, like goals, projects, operations, tasks, but they are defined by ICOR. So therefore, you perfectly understand now why you're using these words and how to use them and how to implement this in any tool that you might use for project management. So here in the layer, in the workflows layer, you learn about the execution beast, where you really double down on connecting your personal task management to the project management and stay on top of your goals and actually achieve your goals every single time. And that's exactly what you will learn in this course. Here in the implementation player, we actually didn't add a long video here. Instead, we even created a whole course called ClickUp Like a Pro, where we show how we use ClickUp with our project management like a pro concepts and workflows in play. So again, we even apply tool agnostic workflows. We repeat them here to double down in context with ClickUp. And then we show you how we implemented it in our own ClickUp setup. And if you're not using ClickUp, this is still the example that you need to understand how to implement this. No matter if it is Asana, Monday.com, Jira, whatever you're using, it will work perfectly. And then you have the automation like a pro course. That's called the refine part. So right now we went through input, control, output, and now we are in refine. And that defines ICOR, right? ICOR, input, control, output, refine. Now we are in our refine part, and here is where everything comes together. Here we talk about not how to use automation tools. It's about realizing that you can run things on autopilot by streamlining your processes. Many times doing things manually is even faster than setting up complicated automations. And that's where we help you to realize how to map out your business processes, okay? Here's a whole video explaining the different pieces that you need. But here then you get also our templates where you can create your own business processes, and you see examples where I show you business processes, and we keep expanding these courses. So if you sign up, for example, for lifetime access to this membership, you will keep getting all the updates for the courses. We won't create any products inside the membership that we will sell separately. You sign up for once and you get access to all the things. And then you're in the finishing line. That's the final place for the ICOR journey. Here you get the overview of all the ICOR concepts and workflows that we have in place. And then we have, you're just getting started. You just finished the ICOR journey. But there is so much more in here. I just will go very briefly go through these things now to just give you an idea how vast the experience and content is in our Paperless Movement membership. So here in Sharpen Your Skills, there's even another in-depth course about email management. The email management doubles down on the inbox zero concept, and we explain exactly how you process your emails so you stay on email inbox zero every day. And we know many of you, we see people with thousands of unread emails in their inboxes. And the worst is that for so many busy professionals in the companies they're working in, the actions are tracked inside emails. They're receiving meeting minutes where they get tasks assigned via email, update emails, knowledge is shared inside the emails. And we are not saying that you need to switch to another tool and stop doing the emails, because sometimes it's just not possible, as you cannot change other people in the company using suddenly other tools. But we show you how you come back in control of these unread emails and leverage your own PKM system, your personal knowledge management system, to stay in control of this, but also your task management system. And there's an urgency lesson. Even if you have more than 50 unread emails, watch this first. You will get to inbox zero very quickly. Just within 15 minutes or something, you will get there. And that's something that is really worth watching if you struggle with email management. But it goes on. Tools like a pro courses. I showed you already the ClickUp 3.0 course, but there's also the Heptabase like a pro course, another tool that we use where we dive a lot deeper into the tool. But ICOR is not about the tools. That's just additional courses that we wanted to share with you to give you more insights into the tools that we use. And they might expand over time as well. And then you have here the discussion zone. Here you have a tools discussion zone where people share their thoughts about different tools, and we're discussing these tools. Then I'm sharing my videos and we discuss these videos. And the productivity discussion, which is the tool agnostic area, discussing other things as well, where we get in there and answer your questions as well. We have tool specific discussion zones talking about ClickUp, right? We have Heptabase discussion zones talking about Heptabase, Tana discussion zones, because these are the tools many of you are interested in or diving into, and that's where we have a perfect place to discuss all these things. Then we have the tool beginner courses, and you look at this. Okay, our whole list of beginner courses that you can go through, all the tools that you might want to use as well that you have seen on our YouTube channel, you can go through the beginner course here as well. And that was it for the content here. But we also have the weekly live sessions. Every Monday, Paco and I go live inside the membership where our members can join. You see all the members who signed up this for the upcoming calls already. And you join us in a chat and you are able to ask questions and follow up of things. And this is the place where we record our podcast. So if you're listening to our podcast, this is where this happens. We go live. That's the raw content. You see everything that happens during the podcast that is cut out later on. That's where our members can interact with us live. We have a perfect mobile version of our membership. So if we go live, you can even follow us on the live chat. But if you missed the live session, no problem. Just go to the recordings and there you will have access to all our recordings of our live sessions that you might have missed. And these are the raw recordings again, right? It's not like that we are pasting our podcast thing in here. It is really the real things that happened during the live recording. Well, we have a lot more, like the tool discount section where we have a lot of discounts that are nowhere else on the web available, only for our members. And then we have other sections like the updates and the polls and questions where we have weekly questions where we get answers to these things and so on. So that's it for the normal membership. But if you're really struggling with your productivity system or you are committed to really level it up to the next level, then we have another option for you that we highly recommend. It's called our Inner Circle program. And the Inner Circle gives you lifetime access to our membership, but it is a 1 month program where Paco and I personally will be with you each week, 3 hours in live sessions, helping you personally figuring out the perfect productivity system for your specific needs. And that's what we find here inside the membership, the Inner Circle cohort. And you see here all the cohorts. Now we are in August. All the cohorts from 2024 in this case here. And if we go into one that is already completed, there you see here are the growth assignments that you go get per week. So after each live session, we will provide a comprehensive growth assignment and an additional article that is not available to our other members that explains to you what to focus on this week. And you see here, that's the journey of the Inner Circle. So together with Paco and me. So the difference is that in the Inner Circle cohort, you will go through the ICOR journey, as I showed before, together with Paco and me. And each week you focus on a specific area that we double down to help you to iron out all the obstacles and things like that that you might have to really implement ICOR in the best way possible. And these sessions are crucial because in the end, it's all about subtleties and your specific use cases, and that's best to be discussed in these sessions. It's impossible to give all these answers via text messages and commenting and things like that. So if you really want to have this 100% working for you and just within 1 month, then this is for you. So you get these growth assignment PDFs that gives you the growth assignment, what to focus on in the different tools, what to focus on in the different courses, and then what to prepare for the next session. And then you get access to all the magic slides in just one comprehensive PDF file for these courses that you're going through in this week. And here you see that applies to each week that you're going through and that you always stay focused. But you also have the recordings of these sessions. And that's very crucial because look at this. Now we have a 3-hour recording of the session where we go through this together with you. And here we can quickly look into this, for example, where you see here, we are doing the ICOR note-taking framework with one of our Inner Circle members right here. And that's not tools that we use, as you might know, that we are not using OneNote. However, this member is using OneNote, and we are here just explaining how to use it efficiently in a specific setup. And the magic is here. You cannot rewatch the 3 hours every time, right? You have the transcript that you can perfectly search for a keyword and it will jump to the different sections inside this recording. And then when you click there, it will jump to the section. See, now it just jumped here. Let's go to even another one like here. and then start play, and you jump directly to the place. We are still talking about OneNote here, okay? That was a lot about OneNote, but you see how easy it is to find the relevant information even with these extensive sessions later on. You will have lifetime access, so therefore you will keep access to your recordings as well. And then we have here the coaching sessions. Well, there are no in there because we already did them, so we can go to the past here. This is where you book the calls with us. And then we have a discussion zone, okay, where we have 24/7 access to us to discuss anything needed related to your specific use case inside the inner circle. And again, you will keep this discussion after you finished your inner circle cohort. So you have the context and look things up again, and you will be able to stay in touch with us anyway. So I hope this gave you a brief overview of what to expect once you sign up to our Paperless Movement membership. Paco and I, we are personally in there. Obviously, the team Paperless Movement is in there as well. And we cannot wait to meet you inside, to welcome you, and to help you to succeed with your productivity system. So let's ICOR together.